Okay, so today is April 10th, and yesterday, my mom decided was the day that she was going to tell my dad that I was gay. And so they went and did their taxes, and my mom texted me and told me that they were home, that she was going to tell him soon. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it was about maybe 20 minutes after that that I actually got a text message from my dad, and his message from him said he suspected, was just waiting for you to tell us, no big deal. And that was all he had to say. Um, and I talked to my mom a little bit ago, and she told me that he wasn't really surprised, and that he said that he had suspected I was, and he didn't say anything to her because he didn't want to upset her, and and she suspected she didn't say anything to him because she didn't want to upset him, and obviously not. No, obviously neither of them had said anything to me. So it's kind of like one of those things where I guess everybody knew, nobody said anything. But so now I am officially out to my parents, and it feels weird. Um, but it doesn't really feel all that different. But they told me they might come up to visit me at my house in a couple weeks, because I live about 2 hours drive away from them. So they may come visit, and maybe it'll be weird then, because obviously every time they've come to visit, I've had our bedroom and the room that was supposed to be mine. The doors were always closed, and they never got to see that part of the house. And we lived here for almost 4 years, um, and it looks kind of like my hair is not so bad. I kind of mentioned in the last video that we tried to cut it ourselves. Like, I my neck gets kind of hairy, and I told my mom for Christmas that I wanted some clippers so that I could um, kind of keep my neck trimmed, and the edges trimmed a little bit better. So she bought me the whole like hair cutting kit thing, and on Saturday we were getting ready to go to church, because they do the whole big Easter basket busing thing and a whole bunch of like traditional food and whatnot. And so I kind of wanted to have my hair trimmed a little bit so it didn't look so bad, because I was seeing a lot of family and stuff that I haven't seen in a long time. And she got a little carried away, and she used to cut my uncle's hair, but that was like 30 years ago, and so she kind of forgot quite a bit of how to do that stuff. And so when she tried to cut it, it didn't really work that well. But she kind of thinned out the back, which made the sides look funny. So she tried to do the sides, but then she just trimmed like around my ear, and so the hair was all really long, and then all stopped at one spot. So it was kind of like that like bowl cut look, and I was like, oh, that looks terrible. So then we tried to like thin it and blend it, and it didn't really work that well. But once you put some of the hairstyling stuff in, and kind of work it the right way, it doesn't really look too bad, because I kind of do it. I've got a bad colic in the back, and it was okay, but then now it's not. So anyway, I kind of like have the front usually messed up, and it never shows up well on camera, but it looks okay in real life. So that is kind of what's going on. I might sometime, depending on how the hair stays, if it's cooperative or not, I might go and get it cut if I need to. Otherwise, I might let it get a little longer. It's longer on top than I like, and which is why this likes to stick up, because it's long. So usually my hair gets less cooperative as it gets longer. So the sticky stuff doesn't stick. So anyway, that's pretty much it for today, and I will try to think of something interesting to talk about tomorrow.